feel really weird about this game already, y'all. I'm feeling like I'm reading some fan fiction. What's up, Rad fam? Today I got all dolled up because today we are going on a date with Eyeless Jack. Never thought I'd say that sentence out loud. If you don't know who Eyeless Jack is, it is a character from a creepypasta. You know, not somebody I would think people would want to go on a date with, but I suppose people do like the whole bad boy image. So let's go find out what dating a creepypasta character is like. This just feels so weird right away. The sound of people chattering and wine glasses clanking fills your ears. Watching everyone else spending time together makes you feel a bit awkward about sitting alone. However, you comfort yourself with the thought that soon enough your date would arrive. Do we know we're on a date with Eyeless Jack? Who set this up? The people around you seem to think that your date won't be good company. The nearby area is completely void of any other customers except you, of course. That would make me feel very uncomfortable at that moment. I'm totally fine, you know, my alone time, sitting by myself or waiting for somebody. That's fine. Anyways, I digress. I just feel like if people weren't sitting around me, that's a little creepy. That's like a red flag. I don't like that. Do they know Eyeless Jack is coming? And if so, why does everyone know where he's gonna be all the time? Does your own opinion match the customers? Or perhaps you're more open about it? Okay, so like, how does everyone know we're on a date with Eyeless Jack? Surely he's not that bad. I'm actually a bit nervous. Is my hair well? There isn't anything weird on my face, right? I'll just stick around for the food. I don't actually want to date this creep. Well, that's just rude. All right, just chill, nothing to worry about. He better be grateful that I showed up. Wait, he's late? Okay, those are two attitudes I don't like. But what character should we play? I think I'm gonna go with the attitude that we genuinely want to be on this date. Surely he's not that bad. I mean, obviously you had to think that if you showed up, right? From what I've heard, he's pretty nice when he's not stealing your organs. Can someone be redeemed if they go around stealing your organs? I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna think that's not a good person. Oh, he showed up, just like that. Hi, GitRad. Oh my god, I keep saying GitRad instead of GitRad. It is GitRad, but Shadi keeps saying GitRad, so now I'm saying GitRad, but it's GitRad. Hi, GitRad, right? Sorry for being late. I had some things to do. Like stealing people's organs. You wake up from your thoughts to find a familiar face at the end of the table. He's already sat down and everything. A somewhat nervous smile tugs his lips. He's familiar so we know him? Or is he just like famous and he's on the news? How is he allowed out and not in prison? I got some questions in this reality, but we're just gonna roll with it. Oh yes, that's me. You must be Jack then. So how's your day been? Hey there, where's your mask? Oh hi, mind if I ask what was keeping you busy? And what exactly did you have to do? Murder people again? Okay, you know, if you think maybe someone murdered someone, maybe that's not the attitude to approach them with. I'm gonna say, mind if I ask what was keeping you so busy? He did not seem to like that. Why did his face change? A guy I know was being a prick and wouldn't let me go, so I had to deal with him first. But since he's a stubborn one, words didn't quite cut it. So did he have to cut him? Well, that explains it. Huh, maybe he was jealous. You should get better friends. You know people, so you don't just kill everything. If we thought that, why would we be on this date? I hope he didn't give you too much trouble. I'm gonna go with that one. That's a nice, pleasant return to that conversation. But hey, you're here now, and that's all that matters to me. Oh, he seemed to like that. He blushed a little bit. That's cute. Why did I just think that was cute? He murders people. Jack laughs quietly. A smile got stuck on his lips, and from what you could see, a slight tint of red appears on his cheeks that are very gray. Is that so? Okay, I feel really weird about this game already, y'all. I'm feeling like I'm reading some fan fiction. And you know, fan fiction is one of those things that, you know, hey, no shame. I was somebody who used to write fan fiction. That was a long time ago. Let's not talk about it ever again. That just got weird. I'm gonna shut up. That got weird. Is that so? I suppose I'm not the only one that's been looking forward to this date then. Eee, this feels so weird. You definitely weren't the only one. You're strangely adorable when you're blushing. You looked forward to meeting me. I didn't think you would have, but I'm glad. Why would I say that? I didn't mean it like that. Don't be so happy about it. Again? So damn rude. I'm gonna say you're strangely adorable when you're blushing. Feels so weird. Your statement made Jack chuckle, also turned his face 2 shades redder. I certainly haven't been called adorable before, I'll give you that. Yeah, not the word I would use to describe him, but you know, the picture is really cute. Someone blushing's cute. Right, I think you should order your food. We didn't come here just to chat, right? You give Jack a puzzled look. Yeah, I mean, I think I actually just naturally did that. Aren't you going to eat anything? I was about to ask you, actually. I took something to eat with me since I don't really like normal food they serve here. But Since I know most people wouldn't like to watch me eat, I'm going to ask if it's all right with you. Oh, and I do have permission to eat here. Okay. How do you get permission to eat here? So then they must have told other patrons of this restaurant that he was coming and he was possibly going to eat. But like, if people were that disturbed by it, wouldn't they leave? Then I guess like the curiosity factor where you'd want to see where this is going, or like you want to see like if he actually shows up and like, oh my gosh, there's Eyeless Jack in person. That would be interesting. I'm gonna say sure, because I'm just very curious if they like actually edited it in. So it doesn't bother you? Great. Ooh. Jack reaches into the pocket of his hoodie and pulls out a red bleeding organ. Just in his hoodie. No Tupperware, no saran wrap, just blood all up in his pocket. Ew. He takes a bite out of it and then puts it onto a plate. I mean, bud, why you even put it on a plate? You got blood all over your hoodie? Actually, you know what? I dressed all cute for this date and you showed up in a hoodie. I mean, granted, me personally, on a day-to-day basis, I wear leggings and t-shirts. I do not dress up at all. I look like I'm constantly in a state of, she just rolled out of bed, because usually I did. But I feel like we're in a really fancy restaurant. You know, I took the time. Maybe you shouldn't have wore a blood-soaked hoodie. Just a thought. I feel like maybe I care about the state a little bit more than he does. The smell is rather strong, and you try not to stare too much at the organ in front of you while you eat your own food. The odor's strong, people. It's strong. Yeah, I'm sorry about being polite, but like I'm gonna gag all up in this scene right now. What does human meat taste like? That's not something I really care to know the answer to. How did you get permission to eat here? So what do you like to do? Can't you at least use a knife and fork? So I'm gonna say, what do you like to do? Let's just move past the bleeding organ that's now on the plate. Well, I like to watch TV sometimes. Most of the things on there are pretty stupid, but I suppose that's what makes them so funny. I mean, how can you just generally say that things on TV are stupid? There's so much on TV. I don't know, it's just amusing to see a professional chef yelling at others about lamb sauce. What about you though? What do you like to do? I actually like watching TV as well. I mean, I do, so I'm just gonna go right into that. You tell Jack about your favorite shows: Handmaid's Tale, True Blood, Breaking Bad, Game of Thrones, but now it's over. Stranger Things just came out, binged all of it, and I'm not gonna say how long it took me to binge it, but let's just say, yeah, I'm done with the series already. Cool, I've heard about some of those. You and Jack finished your meals. However, it seems that the most disastrous thing that could ever happen during a date is happening right now. Did he stab me? Well, did he steal my eyeballs? An awkward silence. That's, you know, I'm somebody that asks 1,000,001 questions. If you sit me in front of someone who wants to conversate, I have no problem talking to them. I'll just literally ask you your life story. And I feel like asking Eyeless Jack about his life story would be very interesting and take up hours and hours and hours of time. So I can't imagine an awkward silence would fall between us, but you know, hey. Jack seems to be looking somewhere else, keeping himself busy, but you were fairly certain that he was aware of the situation. And that means it's up to you to fix it. I mean, hey, we're on a dinner date. This is a two-way street, you know what I'm saying? After some thinking, you come up with a genius conversation starter, which is a pickup line, a funny joke. Instead, I'll fold an origami from this paper I found and give it to him. A conversation about the most cruel thing you've ever done. A conversation about the other guy he knows. To find out more about his friends. Oh, so in that personality, we are using him to get to another creepypasta character. Maybe Jeff the Killer? Maybe Slender Man. I don't know what my tastes are in this game yet. I'm gonna say a funny joke. I always like to laugh. You dig around your mind to find the best pun you have ever heard and say, did you hear about that man that sued an airline company after it lost his luggage? Sadly, he lost his case. Yikes. Jack was silent for a while, processing what you had just said. However, he then burst out laughing. That's a pity laugh. Oh, okay, that's an interesting face. Seeing how funny he thought your joke was, you come up with another one. Also, you really shouldn't trust atoms. They make everything up. Stop, my stomach hurts. Jack's literally almost falling off his seat from how hard he's laughing. Seeing this makes you laugh. I mean, I guess seeing someone laugh so hard at those horrible jokes, I would also laugh. Slowly but surely, he's able to calm down. You swear he even wiped a tear off of his face. If he didn't have eyes, could he cry? That's a genuine question, I don't know. Which you didn't know how it got there in the first place, seeing he has no eyes. Hey, I love puns too, sure. Who doesn't? They're great. Things are going pretty smoothly so far. If you want this date to be considered a smooth experience, you have to keep this up. Oh, so this is my chance to change the tone of the date if I want to suddenly be a rude person and see what happens. Should I do that? Or should I see what happens if we keep being nice? I don't want to play this. I mean, I kind of want to like be rude all of a sudden and see like what happens, but I'm also very curious to know how could this possibly end well for me? So let's just continue being nice. What should the two of you talk about? Philosophy, puns, genocide, murder, something, and everything similar. Our lives as they are currently, because Jack's more than just a murderer and I don't care what everyone else says. That is not a good mindset to have, people. There are other people to date. Like, why would you think you'd be exempt from the murdering? Oh, okay. I'm not gonna dive into the psychology of that thought. Our shared hatred of each other, because screw smooth dates. Well, I'm very tempted to go with that one. I'm gonna say our lives. I'm gonna go with the one I just criticized. You and Jack have a pleasant conversation about your lives as they currently are. Jack tells you of his adventures and the different places he usually visits, while he's stealing people's organs. You, of course, share stories about your own life, relationships, and everything else meaningful. He listens to you attentively, but didn't ask you where you live or anything similar, which is a sign that he's actually interested in learning more about you, so he doesn't just like show up at your house and murder you, I suppose. That's a comforting thought. It was good to learn about Jack and his day-to-day life. Naturally, is very different than mine. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with the first one. Jack glances at a nearby clock on the wall. A look of realization takes over his face, and then he turns to you. How he's able to see the clock and everything else in the first place is a mystery that you'll have to solve some other time. I think you should pay for your food. We don't have much time left. Why? I do as he suggests. With my persuasion skills, I managed to convince him to split the bill. Why? He brought his own food. That's just rude. Girl, pay for yourself. I pretty much begged him to pay for me. I forced him to pay for me. I'm just gonna say I did as he said, and I paid for my stuff. Simple and straightforward, also fair because Jack didn't order anything. Now with the payment out of the way, the two of you prepare to leave. This is when people start saying goodbye, but the question is, how will you say goodbye? Okay, all the fanfiction opportunities, I suppose, are about to show themselves. It seems Jack's busy thinking about something, offering you the chance to plan your amazing departure. I mean, I would just say like, nice to meet you, bye. I stretch out my hand to shake his. I spread my arms to give him a hug. This day has gone so well, surely he won't reject me if I just lean a little bit closer and maybe glance at his lips. I mean, what's a date without a kiss? I mean, still a date, y'all, okay? Okay, that's pure fanfiction. I admit this date hadn't been amazing, but surely I can get at least a little tiny kiss. What? Why would you want that? I don't do anything, I just stay silent. I'm gonna go full on fanfiction mode and try to get a little kiss. I'm gonna try to kiss Eyeless Jack, y'all. You can hear your own heartbeat running marathons as you stare into pitch black darkness. No, you had not gone blind from the anxiety of waiting for your date to kiss you. You just had closed your eyes. Do I have 2 brain cells? You were about to explode from the embarrassment of rejection when you oh my god, I'm blushing. When you felt a pair of lips press against yours. This is like bringing back 13-year-old Kaylina reading fanfiction of My Chemical Romance. The sheer surprise made you open your eyes only to see a blushing Jack pulling away from you. I had a great time, GitRad. Honestly, I'm kind of sad that I have to go already, but maybe we'll meet again? I'd love to, Jack. Really committing. What I said made him grin. Damn, stop making me blush with your strange adorableness. Goodbye, GitRad. You stand up and walk to the door. Before you leave, you turn to look back. Jack's still sitting at his table, slowly sinking back into his thoughts. Oh, we're not leaving? Why am I saying anything at this point? One last thing, Jack, you're strangely adorable. Bye, sucker. Why would he be a sucker? He didn't pay for anything. You're a pretty cool guy, Jack. We should hang out more. Don't forget about me. I think you have a nice face. What? No, that's weird. I mean, I like your shirt. I mean, I don't like your shirt. It's drenched with blood and guts. Adios, mi amigo, you say in an extremely deep voice. Okay, I'm gonna go with that one. That one's kind of funny. When you left, oh, there's still more. When you left, Jack found himself hoping that there would have been more time. It was strangely troubling to sit alone once more. He craved company, your company, because we are such a great date, y'all. This strange feeling made him smile, yet also made him feel lonely. And even if he lacked the words to describe his feelings, he knew how to fix it. I hope it's not by murdering people. By being around you. Now, he'll just have to figure out how to get in contact with you. I didn't give him my number? That's weird. Like, how did we meet in the first place? How do we arrange this date? But once he does, what will you say? Even to him, a merciless killer that we for some reason want to date and thinks a good guy. That question invoked feelings of nervousness. Jack felt appreciated and understood in your company. The things you said had him absolutely fascinated, and he couldn't help but stare at you. Luckily, you didn't notice. I mean, I guess if he had no eyes, how would I know where he's staring? But like, when you're on a date, like, you stare at each other. Something that's rather new to him is also this strange feeling of trust. Like, he could talk about anything to you, including murder. Of course, he's not exactly used to getting butterflies in his stomach and giggling when he thinks of a specific person either. But one thing's for sure, His friends and acquaintances thought he was strangely chipper when he returned. In fact, here's a few things they thought of you. Why do they think anything of me? He's been smiling like an idiot all day. Why am I getting like feedback? And is this a Yelp page for my date? Oh my gosh, it is like super raining outside. Well, that's nice. He's been smiling like an idiot all day. It's like he thinks he can do anything, and even if I threatened to ruin all of his research, he couldn't care less. That's when you know something's up. He won't stop talking about someone named GitRad. Honestly, it's a little annoying, but I'm not going to say anything. He's clearly happy and I'm glad for him, and I guess I deserve it since apparently I fuss over my art too much. I never thought I'd see him like that. Seriously, the way he's acting makes me feel like tomorrow he might be picking flowers and braiding this person's hair, who he apparently is so in love with. After one date, he's in love with me? Gosh darn, that must have been one heck of a date. It does make me interested in meeting this GitRad, since what kind of person gets an eyeless man-eating monster to jump around on his tippy toes? I'm just that great, y'all. Huh. Well, that ended a lot better than I was expecting. I really just foresaw that we were going to have our organs stolen at the end of that. Yeah, that was fanfiction reenactment for sure. Well, that does it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked this video as much as I liked making it for you. And if you did like it and want to see more from me and you want to join the Rat Fam if you haven't already, make sure to click my bell down below so that you are notified when the next spooky weird video goes live, and it's gonna be real soon. And if you haven't yet seen it, up on the screen right now is my previous video where we play another indie horror game, and things are weird. I feel like I can pretty much say that about every video I make though. Until next time, keep with the radness, and I hope to see you again real soon. Deuces.